Hi, I'm Carla Townsend, and I'm a money mindset and success coach for female entrepreneurs. So, I'm a big believer that money amplifies your authentic self and who you were born to be. I believe that it amplifies the person that you already are within, your fullest expression of you. The more that you have, the more wealthy and abundant that you are, the more that you can actually reach your full potential and live a life without regrets. And to create that impact and that legacy that I know you desire to. It's my mission to support purpose driven women like you to understand how simple money truly can be and take it off that pedestal once and for all so that you can be, do, and have it all, whatever your version of success may be. But basically, at the end of the day, I just don't want you to have any regrets for the life that you lived. I want you to be able to understand how to attract more abundance with ease and truly live out your potential and build that legacy and that impact that I know you desire to. Because the world needs more kind-hearted women like you. So before we dive into this archetype, I want to give you a quick refresher as to what is a money archetype to begin with, because I have helped hundreds upon hundreds of women to understand what their archetypes are and how to use it to their advantage. So your archetype, aka your money personality, which is the way I like to look at it, it highlights your strengths, your gifts, and your challenges. It is an opportunity to get to know yourself on just a deeper level and really understand to your core why you consciously or unconsciously act, think, and behave the way that you do when it comes to money or money related activities. So, when you enhance your strengths and you learn to build your business in a way that is in line with your archetype, and also know how to attract and sell to your clients' archetypes, that's when life gets a whole lot easier. And that's when you actually learn the true meaning of what it means to earn in abundant overflow. So let's dive in. Now, the ruler. The ruler is the inner empire builder. Now, I know that word empire stands out to you just as much as it stands out to me because the ruler is actually my number 2 archetype. Now, remembering that your top 3 archetypes are the most influential in how you think, feel, and act with money. So, ruler. You are a ruler if you never really feel satisfied that you've made enough. Okay, I know it's this constant battle between feeling grateful for everything you've got and wanting more, but this feeling of it's not enough. I haven't done enough. I haven't made enough. I need to just continually go and go and go and push and push and push. You're definitely a hustler, okay, rulers, you're a hustler, and I get it. And your business dominates most of your time and also your attention. So being able to actually learn how to set the boundaries between when you need to be in CEO mode and when you need to be in either mum mode or just you mode and switch off is so important. So I cannot stress enough, I had to be able to create these different transitions between when I'm CEO, when I'm mum, when I'm wife, when I just got to switch off for the day. Try and do that. It definitely helps with this dominating mindset of your business. Now, something that comes up when it comes to money is you actually fear losing control of your money. You know that you can make more and more and more, but you're a little bit scared of maybe losing it all, losing your money, losing your power, and losing your identity. Now, I don't know about you, but if you have had children, you are probably the same as I, that when you have a child, you feel like you've been reborn again. And then I suppose when you become a mum, also you can sort of lose your identity in just being mum and who are you more than mum. And for you being a ruler, you want to be able to build something of your own. You've always been driven and motivated to do that. It's just innately within you. So you've always wanted to be more than mum, more than the titles that society places upon you. And I get that. So I know that this feeling of not feeling like you're good enough, you're not good enough, you don't know enough, you're not experienced enough. It's this constant not enoughness that is a big thing that shows up for you. And it can actually come up in this way of overachieving. Like you are super ambitious. You've just been born that way. You're very ambitious. You just know you were born to do, be, and have more. But this overachieving nature can lead to burnout, that hustle and burnout mentality, which I know you know too well. So I want you to be able to try and practice that feeling of I am good enough. It's okay to want to achieve more. It's okay to want to learn more and cultivate more for yourself, for your family, for your life, for your potential. But at the same time, remember that you are whole and you are worthy just as you are. You are enough just as you are, regardless of whatever else it is that you're yet to achieve. But right now, you're always enough in this moment. It's a difficult dance, but I definitely know that you can do it. So you're a natural and passionate leader, and people just want to come along for the journey because your energy is very magnetic. They want to follow along. They want to know, what are you saying? What are you talking about? Tell me more. How can I learn from you? How can I do what you're doing? Because your reputation is something that is truly something you uphold, and people know you for that. They know you for your work ethic. They know you for your passion, your charisma. And honestly, at the same time, there is this constant feeling that you know that what you're actually creating and building is going to bring you happiness in the long run. It's just this struggle of actually feeling happy in the now where you can kind of trip up there a little bit. And this is what drives to that overworking, hustle, burnout culture within you. So just being able to remember that you need to cultivate how to switch off. Switching off is just as productive as being on. You can do more in less time than what it takes somebody else because there are always smarter ways. And I know that there's more efficient ways to do things. However, you cannot give your business your all, your clients your all, and you build your empire in the way that you want to if you are trying to do it all at once and not allowing yourself the time to actually sit back. So one of your biggest talents is actually being able to empower other people and make their lives enriched. And you do this through your business because you just thrive. When it comes to creating, innovating, and building something that's actually going to last and is going to support the lives of people all around the world, that is what you know you're here to do. Now, it may have taken you a bit of time to figure out what your purpose was, or maybe you're still on that journey, but it is worth it. Now, as the ruler, you know how important money is, especially when it comes to a business, okay? Knowing your numbers. I know you know your numbers, and you are very good at accumulating financial resources, saving them, whether it be just stacking the cash or whether it be finding someone who is better at it than what you are, and you know that the return on investment is going to pay dividends. So that fear of losing it all, losing your money, losing your power, all of that can actually be linked to you accumulating and feeling safe and protected when it comes to accumulating financial resources, which is incredible. However, I also know that you're very reluctant to actually pull money out of your business to invest back in your business because you honestly over-analyze the decisions that you have to make, even though you know it's going to get you to the next thing, to the next level. It's going to support you. The return on investment is going to be 10x what you're actually putting in. I know you're very cautious like that, and sometimes it can lead to you procrastinating for weeks or months at a time, if not longer, when it comes to actually getting support. Now, I felt this too because it took me a very long time to actually get a team of people to help me. And now I have that. It was the greatest investment I've ever made. So trust me when I say, use your intuition when it comes to who you hire. However, if the person isn't right or they're not improving and that's not actually working out, then you need to cut your losses rather than draining it on and on and on. And I think that's why your cautious spending comes out, because you don't want to actually have that conflict. You don't want to have to go through that, but it can be really helpful for you. So here is a mantra that I want you to be able to repeat to yourself, and it's going to really support you. I fulfill my destiny by achieving prosperity and leadership with grace and ease. So your drive to create is something that honestly just makes you unstoppable. It truly does, because when you're passionate about something, nothing's going to stop you from making that impact and also being rewarded abundantly for the work that you're putting out into the world. When the intention behind it is that it's going to help people, it's going to serve people, it's going to be for the good of you and the good of all. So outwardly, people do admire you for your success, even though deep down you don't feel successful. You don't feel like you've done enough or achieved enough, or you're not there yet. And it doesn't actually matter how much you've achieved, because you know that goalpost is always going to move. You're always going to have a new goal. There's always going to be a new amount of money that you're going for, a new amount of clients, some new venture. Always there's going to be something. But I want you to really try and lean into and appreciate yourself for what you have done already. Remember, leaning into that feeling of enough, that you are enough, even though you can still be ambitious. So I actually say quite a lot to my clients that it's always good to have like one foot in appreciation and gratitude and one foot in desire and drive. I think it's the best way. Like, you have to be grateful and appreciative of what you've already done and what you've got in your life in order for you to be able to call in more. But you don't want to lose that drive, because once you lose that drive, that's when complacency kicks in. And I honestly think that complacency is the killer of all ambition. And I know that you don't need that. That's not what you're here to do. But just remember, it is a dance between the two. One foot in appreciation and gratitude, one foot in drive and ambition. Just balance between, just a dance between the two. So, a quick recap of you. You are extremely resilient. You are very courageous. You're a big visionary. You can see things like from this big, zoomed out bird's eye perspective that other people don't even know exists. You're extremely determined. Like, nothing is going to stop you, because you know that reaching your full potential is so important to you. Now, the challenges that I just want to touch on quickly is that not indulging in actually enjoying life can be really detrimental. Like, living in the moment, being in the now, being present, rather than being so consumed by your business and your ventures and your goals and your visions. It can be really challenging, but it is something that is so crucial to your happiness and to feeling that inner peace and calm that I know you can cultivate. So, when you're always chasing this moving money target, like this rat race kind of mentality comes in, like, I've got to do more, I've got to do more, I've got to get there, I've got to get there. But just remember that money goal is always going to move no matter what. So lean into, why don't I feel enough? How can I feel like there is enough? I am enough. There's more than enough money. What can I do? What are the goals? And how can I appreciate it and celebrate it when it's there? Because you're very quick to get to these goals and then not actually celebrate it because you're on to the next thing. And I get it. However, how can you appreciate and celebrate every win, no matter how small or how big?
So, if you're ready to become a clear channel to receive all of the abundance and wealth that you've been desiring to create for yourself in your life and in your business, I've created a resource just for you, the ruler. So, the links are below, or just go to moneymindset.hub.com/ruler, and I'll see you on the inside.